The United States and Iran are locked in an active military conflict, but if you try to follow the developments on your phone, you aren't seeing actual battlefields. You are scrolling through a digital fever dream. State-backed actors are flooding social media with heavily fabricated content. We are seeing viral videos featuring Lego versions of world leaders side by side with fake AI-generated clips of the US president dropping debris from fighter jets. Domestic podcasters and internet influencers are turning the geopolitical tension into a punchline. Millions of people are sharing memes demanding the military draft the president's 6'9", 20-year-old son to fight on the front lines. Researchers call this phenomenon context collapse. The goal of these posts isn't to trick you into believing a plastic toy is a real person. The strategy is to blend satire, domestic trolling, and foreign propaganda into a single, exhausting feed where truth and fiction are indistinguishable. It works because it exploits how social media algorithms operate. Bizarre, emotionally jarring content captures human attention faster than a sober policy briefing, keeping a distracted public scrolling through the absurdity. While the public is paralyzed by this digital noise, they are missing the statutory, permanent changes to military mechanics happening quietly offline. Take those viral memes about the president's son being too tall to serve. In the physical world, the Department of Defense is actively discarding strict height and weight charts for new recruits. This animated diagram shows the new metric rolling out across the Navy and Marine Corps, the waist-to-height ratio. The military divides a recruit's waist circumference by total height to calculate a readiness score. Legacy tables penalized fit members carrying heavy muscle mass. By focusing on belly fat, doctors accurately track cardiovascular health. This update is tied to a larger, service-wide overhaul implementing sex-neutral physical standards for combat arms roles. The branches are streamlining their forces to ensure everyone meets the exact same baseline of operational fitness. The armed forces are not rejecting people based on viral internet height caps. They have evolved into a highly data-driven organization focused on ruthless logistical efficiency, a reality the internet is largely ignoring. While influencers broadcast jokes about drafting one wealthy celebrity, lawmakers have quietly altered the draft rules for millions of ordinary citizens. For decades, the selective service system operated on an honor system. Men between the ages of 18 and 25 were legally required to step forward, locate a registration form, and manually submit their own data to the federal government. That system recently hit a breaking point. When the option to register for the draft was removed from federal student loan applications, compliance plummeted, leaving a massive gap in the military's emergency mobilization database. Congress solved that exact problem in the 2026 National Defense Authorization Act. Lawmakers have completely eliminated the requirement for self-registration and replaced it with a legal mandate for automatic registration. This flowchart illustrates how the new law functions. The selective service system bypasses the individual entirely, extracting personal information from existing federal databases, like the DMV and tax records, to register draft-eligible men automatically. Social media algorithms are prioritizing loud, absurd memes about a single 20-year-old. Underneath that noise, the United States has successfully automated the military draft for its entire eligible population. Modern conflicts are actively fought across two distinct fronts. One is a physical battlefield governed by supply chains and logistics, and the other is a psychological battlefield governed by information access. The stakes on the physical front are permanent. The current escalation has already resulted in the loss of actual American service members. Yet on the psychological front, foreign state actors and domestic trolls are intentionally deploying a barrage of low-quality, AI-generated content to make a mockery of those geopolitical realities. This tactic degrades public awareness. It creates an exhausted, nihilistic population that doubts the validity of information and stops paying attention to how the actual levers of power are moving. Digital literacy in this era demands that we actively filter out algorithmic noise to isolate the signal. If we allow internet absurdity to blind us, automated, life-altering mechanics like the draft will continue to operate in the dark, leaving society unprepared for the realities of modern warfare.